I'm always looking for ways to save time and make my daily tasks easier. Today, I'm going to show you how to handle those repetitive tasks that take up a lot of time so you can spend more time on doing the work that matters or not doing any work at all, just spending time with those you love or things that you're interested in. Those repetitive tasks could be things like sending out a Zoom replay, posting to your community or social media, keeping your Notion pages updated, or managing your email inbox. In fact, I've seen that automation has saved me and can save you hundreds, if not thousands of hours per year. When it comes down to it, automation makes my business and my life much more scalable and manageable. I'm able to do a lot more work in the same amount of time and often even less than before. That's why I'm partnering with the good people at Make.com to show you how to start using automation in your own life and business. Click the link in the description to learn more about Make.com and take advantage of the special offer they have for viewers of this channel. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to create some simple automated scenarios that can help you stay on top of your work and focus more on the things that matter. Let's jump right in. So what exactly is Make.com? Well, you could think of it like glue that connects two apps together, because sometimes there will be like direct integrations between two tools that make them just work and talk to each other. But what Make.com does is it helps you make connections between apps that previously may not have a direct integration together. So it's a lot like glue or tape, except it's obviously way more functional than that. So now that these apps are talking to each other through Make, you can make them, no pun intended, do things automatically that you were doing manually before. For example, you can use it to automatically send a Zoom replay to your meeting attendees. You can post to your online community like Hey Creator or Father Fire for me. You can also update a page in Notion or be notified when somebody else makes changes. This is especially helpful for when I'm working with a client, I'm waiting for them to add content to a page that we're working on for an email or like sales content. So I can see like, ooh, this person updated the page. Now I can go in and make my own changes or edits. And I've even used it to organize and keep my inbox intact. So it's a big time saver and sanity saver, is that the right thing? For the way that I deal with email. Right away, you'll see that Make.com is super helpful for taking small everyday tasks off your plate. But the more that you get into it, the more that you'll see that there are even like bigger projects and tasks that it can help you manage and make your life a lot easier. I want you to think about it in this way. Just because you think it's easy or manual or anyone can do this, that's actually a trigger in your mind, a red flag that you're always like, oh, Make.com should do this. It shouldn't be me or really anyone else. This is simple. This is repetitive. There's gonna be a scenario for that. Let's start with a simple but super helpful example, sending a Zoom replay to attendees. I do this with coaching clients, I do it with content clients that I'm working on emails and sales pages with, or just somebody that I'm doing coaching with and I want to send our replay to them without me like, okay, I'm gonna go download it, I'm gonna email. Like, again, it's one of those things like, this isn't hard, this doesn't take long to do, but when you're thinking about doing it, it would be better for it just to be done automatically. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna do, obviously, is log into Make.com and you're going to create a new scenario. Then make sure you select Zoom as your first app or whatever video tool that's on there that you wanna be using, and choose the watch recording event. What this does is it tells Make to monitor whenever a new recording is available, okay? So that's important. The next thing that you're gonna do is add your email app. So Gmail, Outlook, whatever it might be. You're gonna select the action to send this as an email. So again, pretty straightforward, but so powerful and so helpful. In the email template, you can set it up so the replay link is automatically included and sent to all the attendees. And then once you're done, all you do is hit run and Make.com will handle the rest. So now, think about this. Every time you finish a Zoom call, your customized but automatic replay is automatically sent. I know I'm using automatic a lot because it's true. It just happens, and that's wonderful. It's automatically sent to the attendees. And that's it. That's all you have to do is you set it up once and it runs until you turn it off. No more forgetting, nor like, oh, this will only take me 5 minutes so I can do it in an hour, but then it doesn't happen in an hour and you get a text or you get an email from the attendee or from your client be like, hey, can you send the replay? You're like, I can't send the replay right now. I'm hanging out with my kids. I'm not by my computer. I'm going to do it later, and then you might forget later. Make.com makes this all much simpler for you. Definitely check out Make.com. There's a special offer just for watchers, for viewers, subscribers of the Matt Ragland channel. Go ahead and check that out. Use the link in the description below so that you can get your special offer from Make.com. Okay, next, let's talk about posting to a community. I run a few different communities, and whether this is on Circle or Mighty Networks or even some like simple like Discord or Slack, this automation ensures that members always get the latest updates, whether you're able to log in and post or not. Just like before, we're going to create a new scenario in Make. Make sure that you're selecting the community platform that you're using or whatever chat tool you're using. In this example, I'm using Circle. And then you're going to create the post around something that you've done offline. So maybe this might be another recording of a group call that you've done or some other type of trigger action. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is set up your post template so it pulls the information, say, for example, the title and the link from the trigger app that you initially set up. Maybe it's Zoom, again, whatever, and then it will share it in the community. And now all you have to do is, again, like set it to run, and every time you publish something new, it'll automatically be posted in your community as well. For all of you who love using Notion, I also like using ClickUp, so either one of these action, item, task, note, project management, second brain style apps, this is going to be a perfect scenario for you, especially if like you're working with clients and customers, as I do like occasionally or often, I should say. In this example, let's say you're tracking the progress of a project in Notion. Again, you can do this in ClickUp and a bunch of other productivity project apps as well. And you want to know when a task is completed or when another person makes an update to a page. For example, I work with a lot of clients on their sales copy or their email newsletter. And that way I'll see like, hey, this client has made an update to the page. This is something that I was waiting on so that I could finish doing my job. I'm going to know right away that the page or the task has been updated. I can go in and get going on it as well to speed things up. So in this scenario, what we're going to do is add Notion or your productivity app of choice as the trigger and choose watch page as the action. The next thing that you're going to do is add Slack or email or whatever kind of messaging app that you use as the action to receive the update. Then make sure that you're mapping the fields so that information like database name, last updated property, get automatically updated in Notion whenever that other person makes the change or the task is completed. And then the last thing that you'll do, really simple, hit run. And from now on, whenever that page gets updated or that task gets completed that you're watching, that way you can know right away and go check on it, make sure that it's running the way that it's supposed to, and get started on your next task. When you do this, now your Notion stays updated and you stay up to date without having to do any extra work or having to go in there to check and see like, oh, did this happen yet? It's great for keeping track of the progress of a project without having to do any additional work or steps or checking yourself. Now let's talk about managing your emails automatically, something that can save you a ton of time. With Make.com, you can create rules to label, sort, even reply to emails without having to do anything yourself. You're used to this by now, but the first thing that you're going to do is create a scenario and add Gmail or whatever email provider you're using that is also on Make as the trigger. Then you'll set it to activate when a new email arrives. You'll then set up the conditions to filter emails, like maybe from specific senders or subject line, or maybe a keyword like brand partnership, something like that. That's what you're going to use to continue to do your filters. The next thing that you'll do is choose your actions. This could be to automatically label or archive emails, forward them to another team member or another department that you're working with. I mean, think about the number of times we're like, this doesn't actually go to me. It just needs to be forwarded. But again, it's done automatically instead of thinking, this will only take me a few minutes. I just don't have a few minutes right now. And then you totally forget about it. No fault of yours. It's just, it's not a high priority task. Make.com takes care of that for you. Another example of an action is you could generate a task in a tool like Notion, Trello, ClickUp, or any of the other productivity tools that we've talked about. So once this is activated, your emails will be sorted and managed automatically based on your rules. This is a great way to keep your inbox under control without having to constantly check and sort through things on your own. It helps reduce distractions and keep you focused on the messages and the work that matter to you the most. Now there are 4 different ways that you can use Make.com to automatically process your daily tasks and save you a lot of time. Whether it's sending out Zoom replays, posting in the community, keeping your Notion or ClickUp pages up to date and in sync, or managing your email inbox. These scenarios in Make.com make it easy for you to get more done in less time. I'd love to know what you plan to make with Make.com. Make sure that you check the link in the description below and use it to access your free offer courtesy of my friends at Make.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.